Hi, everybody. This is Jim. I just recently discovered or rediscovered the game of Go. I learned to play this a long time ago, and then kind of forgot about it. I never had anyone to play with, so I didn't develop any skill at it or anything. And I just have an old Go board and a book left over from when I tried to learn it the first time. But I discovered recently on YouTube there are a bunch of Go videos, and also that there's an online Go server. And you can actually play games online. And so I've been relearning the game. So I thought I would play a game for your amusement here. And if you're interested in anything about Go, maybe you can learn something about it from watching the video. If you already know anything about Go, you won't you won't learn much here. So I'm going to start with the rules of Go. The sides take turns placing stones. Let's see. I suppose black places a stone here. And black always goes first rather than white. Then it's white's turn, and white can place a stone. And what I'm going to show is capturing. So a stone has 4 connection points to the neighboring squares. And after all 4 of those points are covered up, that stone is captured. And the object of the game is to capture territory, but capturing stones is an important part of it, and creating groups of stones that are alive is an important part of it too. So that's an example of capturing a stone, just covering all of its escape squares. Now you can do the same thing with a group of stones, but you have to cover the escape squares of the whole group. So these stones are considered alive as long as these points around them are, at least one of them is free. So to capture a group of 2 stones takes 6 moves. You have to cover all of those squares. And you don't have to worry about the diagonal squares when you're just trying to capture. Just all of the direct connections. And then once they're all gone, then you've captured those stones. So that's the basic game. And you create territory by surrounding it. One tricky application that you need to know about is if black has a group of stones, like there, I'll put them in the center here, like this. Okay, black has a group of stones and it has one space in the middle, and that space gives life to those stones. If you can take it away, then you will kill those stones, but you also have to kill all the outside space too. But as it stands now, black owns that space in the center. It's completely surrounded, and white can't place a stone there. If you try to put a stone there, it says that move is suicidal. It's not a legal move to place a stone there. But if you surround this group, say black goes and plays somewhere else, now it's white's turn to move. This whole group of stones has only one escape square, only one liberty, they call it. And that's this point here. And if you take that point, then you capture those stones. So the difference is, if we back up, say we back up 1 move, now there's 2 liberties in this group of stones. This group of stones has 1 here and 1 here. And you need to cover both of them. You can't place a stone here anymore because that's suicide now, because it doesn't kill the stones. But you play here first, and then you play here and you capture those stones. So that's the basic, those are the rules of the game. And then at the end you determine who has the most territory and who captured the most stones, and that's the winner of the game. So I thought I would play a game, and you can get the idea here. So let's create a game. I'm going to play on a 9x9 board, and I'm going to restrict the rank to players that are higher than 20Q. So my current ranking is 24Q, I think. 25Q is the where they started me out. I said I was an absolute beginner, and they assigned me a ranking of 25Q. And I don't want to play anyone too strong. 9x9 board is a real small size. The normal size is 19x19. 13x13 is kind of an intermediate size, and 9x9 is a very small size, but it's enough to give you an idea of how the game works. Okay, so I'm going to place that challenge, and it's going to be 10 minutes per side, and we'll see if we get a response. So you get this screen where you're waiting for a game. Okay, I got a game, and my opponent is Sleeper 6, who's rated 25Q, and he gets the black colors. He's the lower rated player, so they usually get the black colors, and he takes the center point here. I'm going to take a corner. The early part of the game, you're sort of trying to exercise influence over different parts of the board. And so he can grab the corner and two sides, I guess. I mean, he can grab the center and two sides. But then you try and invade and restrict the other opponent's territory. Oh, he's already being very aggressive here and going after this stone. Let's see. I could take the other side of that stone. Don't pay any attention to my strategy here. I don't know enough about the game to play a good game. So I'm just going to make some moves, and we'll get to some interesting points later when, as near the end of the game, we're trying to capture all the stones. Then some points will start to become clear. So let's see. This group still has 3 liberties, so it's not really in danger of being captured. Can I? Yeah, I can capture his stone here. It's a little bit tricky. He's already got this stone surrounded on 2 sides, so he just needs 2 moves to take that stone. But I might be able to isolate the stone and surround it. The diagonal connections between groups of stones don't count, so these stones are cut off from each other. And oh yeah, this also made a threat. I have 3 stones surrounding this guy, and so if I place a stone here, that will capture him. So he defended against that. It's called Atari, when you make a move like that and put a stone or a group of stones in threat. So now I have Atari on this stone. And this one can't escape. No matter where it goes, I'm going to be able to capture it. But, I spent a lot of time capturing that stone, so who knows if it was actually worth it. And you don't have to take it right away. In fact, it may be considered a wasted move to grab that stone. So he came over here. Do I have to answer that? I probably want to reinforce this stone over here, not give up more space. Okay, he's stopping to think. What can he do? He can continue attacking over here. He could build on this corner over here, or he could come back to this corner and try to attack these stones some more. But if he ever attacks my stones over here, I'm just going to grab this one. Okay, so let's... I think I will let him connect these stones if he wants to. This is kind of a narrow group, and it doesn't control a lot of space. And I'll try and get space around the outside here, which is easier to... Okay, do I have to worry about him coming here? I think I do. For example, if I play away and he plays here, he's winning that stone. If I put a stone here and he plays there, then I can take it. So this defends that little corner there. Okay, and he's cutting off my stones, so they're going to connect over here so easily. Let's strengthen this corner a little bit and challenge the stone. Let's see, what's the time? Okay, 7 minutes, and I've got 8 minutes. So time's been going along pretty fine. Okay, so he leaves us alone and goes to play elsewhere. He is kind of threatening to build up a strong presence over here. I wonder if I should restrict that in some way. We'll see. I don't know how you do these things too well yet. But also, good players seem to be pretty adept at counting squares. If I can really grab all of these squares around the edges, that's quite a bit. But if he gets a big group in the center, I do have to worry about that. And what I was wondering about was whether it's better to cut in between and break those groups up, or try and prevent them from forming a space here, or if it's better to undercut and maybe try and grab some space along the side. And I'm still not sure. Let's see. I don't want him going to the corner. So I'm trying to block that expansion in that direction. Okay, he's going to maybe surround this stone. He's got it on two sides already. Now let's see if I can live along the side here. So a group of stones that has no future is a dead stone. Like that's a dead stone. I'm going to capture it. And ones that are still going are alive. This might be dead, actually. He might be able to, because he's got this stone here. Maybe he can cut this off, and I can't establish enough room here for this to live. We'll see what he does. And maybe I can get some counterplay against these stones here. Sometimes you give up a stone just to kind of distract your opponent, and let him take this stone, waste a move, or take. Ideally, you want to give up a stone when your opponent is going to waste a lot of stones to try and capture it. So, and I guess the general theory is, I think he's winning these stones. Let's go after the stones over here on this side. This group is a little bit weak. He can connect to that. See, so now I have Atari on those two stones. I'm threatening to take there. Grab those two stones. And he grabbed mine first. Yeah, so that's a neat little trick. Happens a lot to me, where I think I'm about to attack something and then I get taken first. Yeah, so I didn't notice when I played that stone that he can just grab it. So that was good. Good play by black there. Okay, what have I got then? These stones, I don't think they're going to live. They're cut off and they don't have enough. I can construct one eye here, but that's not enough to live. So let's finish working this corner here. Make some space for myself. Yeah, he wants to prevent these stones from connecting with these, so that will, putting a stone there prevents me from trying to build a bridge over to these stones. So these stones are isolated and they can't form a safe group. So those are dead stones there. And he was threatening my stone here, so I filled in that hole there. Okay, he filled in that hole. I want to prevent him from invading over here. And I may have to capture this stone soon before he starts to cut in here. Yeah, there he goes. So I have to capture that one. Otherwise, he was threatening to capture my stone. So hey, I finally got a couple of captures. But he's going to get these three stones. And I don't know, he has a decent amount of territory here. He has this kind of general area of the board. And I have the outside rim here. I don't know how that's going to work out. Okay, so I want to kill this guy. I think the simplest way to do it is to go like this, so it has nowhere to run. And I don't want him coming into this stone over here, this area over here, which is not a legal move for him at the moment. He comes over here, I can surround him and take him. So the board is shaping up to be nearly complete here. I don't think I can play over here. There's only 2 rows there, and it's a difficult thing. You saw when I tried to create this line when there was only 2 rows available. It just doesn't create a large enough group to survive. So unless he wants to try a tricky invasion over here, I think black may be about out of moves too. Okay, he goes there. So let's block that. Yeah, I was going to play there if he didn't play there to block him 1 square sooner. This threatens to capture that group, so he has to play here next to connect. And then I get a move, which I can play pretty much anywhere, but I don't know if I have any good squares to play. He passed. He shouldn't have passed there. He should have defended that group. I was about to pass. He may be winning anyway, but he shouldn't have passed there. Okay, so he is now threatening that stone, so I have to take it. So I gained 1 point of territory and 2 stones by that capture. Oh, these are my stats over here. I have 3 captures. He has 2. But he's going to get these 3 stones at the end. So the question is, can he invade? He can come here. I block, goes there, and he's not escaping, right? He can come here. I block, and he's not escaping again. If he comes here, I take that stone. So I think I pass here. And if he passes, when both sides pass, then the game is over and the computer will. Yeah, so the computer's flagging these as stones to be removed. I accept that. And he has to accept the removed stones. It's going to remove one of his stones too. That's in my territory. So this is how the territory worked up. He got those, and white won. That was me. So how did I win? He got 17 territory, 17 squares. He got 5 prisoners, and then he got. Let's see. Can I answer this? No, I don't know how to answer that yet. I'm just learning this. So I had slightly more territory, 17 to 23. It's interesting. This space around the outside is larger than it appears. It seemed like he was getting a big group here, but he didn't. So maybe those 2 points at the end, I still would have won. And I got 4 and 23 is 27. That's my score, and his score was 17 and 5, so that's 22. And in addition to that, I got this bonus. It's called Comey. And the bonus is because I was white and I went second. So you get a bonus to make up for that. And it's got a half point to avoid ties. So anyway, I won my first game here. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave any comments you have in the section below, and I will see you again soon. Bye.